Hello, welcome to channel. So if you're one of the probably few people who found the channel as it is now, just to let you know, this is the new channel. There was an old channel, but because of certain issues, I needed to stop it at 20k and then start here from scratch-ish, move all the old videos here, etc. And that's where you are now. And I did mention the reason why I made that switch before in older videos, but I wanted to sit down and properly talk about that and, explain the whole thing. And also just talk, I don't really get this opportunity, just talk about stuff in the channel and things. Why do I have this on? These are better headphones, they noise cancel better. I'm gonna put these on just so I don't hear myself, so I can talk easier. They're not plugged in, but it's fine. But yes, before I get into the whole other stuff, I should do the main thing, talk about the whole channel move and why it happened, etc. So, on May 2021, I uploaded the Subnautica multiplayer video, the first one, and I was around the same number of subs as I am now, 400-ish. And then that video just eventually randomly started exploding. People started coming into the channel. It suddenly went over 1,000 subs, which the threshold for applying to monetize your channel is having 1,000 subs and having been watched for 40k hours for the last 12 months, something like that. And thanks to the Subnautica multiplayer video and that boost, I went over those thresholds. Now, I think since 2011, I've been wanting to do YouTube. I only started at 2019, but since 2011 I've been wanting to do it. I've been trying out different editing programs, making some little test videos here and there that are still private on the old channel. I mean, I was just watching YouTube day in and day out anyways, so I absorbed a lot of how to edit and whatnot just by osmosis, So I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've been doing it for more than 3 years now, relatively consistently, and I am not in the slightest burnt out or anything like that. It's the opposite. I have a lot of things I want to do, I just don't have time or resources to do them. The whole thing of if you enjoy the work you're doing, you won't. If you enjoy your job, you won't work a day in your life, that whole thing. This is something I like doing. This is something I can do consistently and not get tired of it, not get burnt out of it, at least not in a, typical speed. So trying to make some sort of living out of this so that I can keep doing this as my main thing. Some is one of my biggest dreams, is something I've wanted for the longest time. So when that happened, when I went over that threshold, I was like, hell yeah, first step done. Finally can monetize the channel, apply for monetization. So I went over to the page for it, oh yeah, you got all the check marks, you've gone over the threshold, you can press this thing to move to the next step. And then it showed me this. Your AdSense account is disabled because of policy reasons or invalid click activity. Now, I think I made the AdSense account way earlier. I don't remember making it. I can't find any emails about it. I can't find the email that it's talking about in that message either. The only email I could find when that happened was some email from 2016 saying your payment details have changed. So I don't know what that's about. If I made an old AdSense account, it was a while ago, and knowing myself, I probably made it out of anticipation, oh, I learned that you need AdSense for YouTube, I'm gonna make one right now, But I never used it, and that's the important part, because I appealed to that, and they came back with an auto reply saying, this isn't the right appeal form or whatever. Here's some other reasons that could have happened. I think there were 13 reasons. Sound familiar? Most of the reasons were things that didn't apply, oh, it's not actually disabled, do this and do that, and stuff like that. That wasn't the case. It was disabled. I couldn't enter my account. But the last thing that it said was your account isn't disabled because of some policy reason, but because of invalid click activity, and in which case go to this form. It's sent me to a whole different appeal form. Now, invalid click activity, from what I can tell, is stuff like you have an ad either on your web page or YouTube or whatever, because AdSense isn't just there is a fighting couple across. I need to get some popcorn. I'm just gonna keep going. You might hear some yelling, it's fine. What was I saying? Invalid click activity. Oh yeah, Google AdSense isn't just a YouTube thing, it's Google's own thing, so you can use it to put ads on your web page or whatever. Invalid click activity, though, from what I can tell, is stuff like you have an ad somewhere, and you just keep clicking on it, refresh the page, click on it to try to like make extra revenue, stuff like that. So ad clicking activity that's not legit. So if my account's been disabled because of that, how? I have not used it to put any ads on any like external website or whatever, and I couldn't have used it on my page because up to that point it wasn't monetized to begin with. I don't know how I could have possibly committed invalid click activity. I don't know. I have some running theories. Maybe some of the copyright claimed videos which can have ads on them even if the channel isn't monetized, the person who claimed it can put ads on, maybe that's somehow messed up, or maybe a lot of people coming into that one video somehow triggered something, I don't know. But it was disabled, and I sent that appeal form for the invalid click activity again. This time I got an email back saying, we got it, we'll be reviewing it in a few days. And in a few days, I got a response basically saying, yeah, we checked it out. Thanks for your, interest in this program. But no, we can't. We can't reinstate your account. That's it. Why? Why not? Why? What happened? What's the reason? Why? I explained how this is not right. I could not have possibly done this, but why? Is it not good? A little bit later, my dad was visiting and he decided, because he's an ex-lawyer, so he decided to rewrite the appeal, try to word it a little better, because my wording was still not bad, but it was more, I guess trying to explain the situation as me. But my dad decided to write something a bit more angry and formal, because the appeal form is basically a bunch of questions with answer boxes. So we rewrote all those answers again, and when we went to paste them in those boxes, I realized something. There's a character limit, and each of the answers we wrote went over the character limit, and instead of telling you any sort of warning about it, it just cuts it off. You paste it in there, it cuts off from where the character limit ends, the rest of the stuff you pasted isn't there. Which tells me my initial ban appeal also had that issue that I didn't notice, because my answers were definitely longer than the character limit, so all of my answers were cut in 2/3. So I may have botched that initial ban appeal, although I will say most of the info still went through. It was probably 2/3 of it that got... No, sorry, it was probably 1/3 of it, of each answer that got cut. So 2/3 of each of my appeal answers were still sent. All the information that was needed to know that this is dumb was still sent. And if it wasn't sent, you would need an email saying, hey, clearly you fucked up, send us the proper answers. So I don't know, I feel like even if I figured that out and put the character limit in, put the answers thinking about the character limit, I don't think it would have changed anything. But anyway, so with my dad... Here's stuff still. So my dad and I, we wrote those shorter answers that fit the character limit, still better answers, put them in the thing, sent the appeal again, and instantly got a reply back automatically as the same reply saying we can't do it. So it's after the first laid eyes on the appeal, after that it is set to automatic. The same reply gets sent to you over and over. Now, to be fair, I haven't tried that since May of 2021, so maybe after some time it lets you send an appeal again, but I guess I can try it. I doubt it's gonna happen. At this point, it's a bit late anyway to make the move to the channel. I guess if I save the old channel, I can always be like, hey guys, I fixed it, let's go back. But, it would be good to have that account cleared, make things, do things properly. So I'll look into that, but I doubt anything will come out of it. Also, I'm fixing hair and I just took a shower, it's everywhere. But yeah, since no other options were left, I decided I'll just make a new channel, start from scratch. Hopefully the same thing doesn't happen again. Hopefully. Of course, the channel hasn't met those criteria yet, so I can't apply for monetization yet, so I don't know if that thing will happen again. We'll see. Which, by the way, if you're here on this new channel, either one, thank you for finding this channel and subscribing, or two, thank you for following me from the other channel to this one, because I believe a 300 people kind of followed. That brings me to one thing. There were 20k subscribers there, but each video on average got 500 views, so 2.5%. But over here, there is currently what? Let me check. 465 subscribers as I'm recording this, and the new recent Rec Room video, which doesn't usually get super high views or whatever in the old channel, it has 119 views, so a fourth of it. So basically there's a much larger percentage of active subscribers than before, which is nice. It's moving on to the good stuff. getting to a new channel, it's like moving to a new house or getting a new phone or laptop. You know, everything is nice and clean. You know, no copyright claims left over, no random private videos or whatever left over. My watch later had like 900 videos. None of that is there. It's all nice and clean. If I want to get back to any older watch laters or favorites, I can just switch to the old account. Like I said, higher active percentage of subscribers is also nice. It's good. It's good, you know? I also had like a lot of subscriptions on the old channel that I just filled up my sub box. I only subscribe to the 80 or so like active ones that I want content from. So the sub box is a lot nicer as well. I don't have to constantly be like, click the button, hide, click the button, hide. Just clean out my sub box for the videos that I'm not gonna watch. And you might be saying, why not just unsubscribe? But there are some times where it's like, oh, I used to watch them, I don't anymore, but I don't want to like sever that connection, you know, stuff like that. There are also channels that don't upload anymore that I don't want to unsubscribe from. You know, what if they upload something in the future that I do want? Or what if they start uploading in the future? Stuff like that. But now I can keep those connections in the old channel and take the active subscriptions to this new channel and have a nice sub box. Also, I have like 20 or so royalty-free music channels I'm subscribed to fill up my editing library, and they would just flood the sub box. I only carried a few of them to this new account, so occasionally I'll get some music like that on my sub box, and when I get a good amount, that'll be my reminder to go back to the old account and get, you know, see all those other channels uploads in my sub box and, you know, collect the loot. Fill up my library with more music and stuff. So it's a lot nicer in that regard, in all those regards. It's a breath of fresh air. It sucks that I have to start again. Really does, but it's still a breath of fresh air. And after I meet the requirements, and if this apply for monetization, if it still happens again, I'll move a channel again. I'll send another appeal, this time making sure it's good. Because, you know, what other option do I have? The other option I can think of is giving up, which isn't an option. You know, I talked about how this is my biggest stream since 2011. It's like it's been 22 years, 23, 21 years. Math. Anyways, it's been a dream of mine for a long time. It's what I want to do. It's what I know I can do, and I can just do consistently for years and enjoy it, and I'm not gonna give up on it. Not in any, like, I have other plans, of course. I'm going to grad school, I have a game development job part-time, etc. That's all cool and all, but this is the goal. If this doesn't work in the future, I'm gonna keep doing it until it works. Simple as that. No, giving up is no. That's put that on your fridge. Fridge of quotes. Giving up is no. Like a wise man on YouTube once said, never give up! I'll just keep making videos. No matter what else I'm doing, I'll just keep making videos until it works. If the channel gets fucked again, I'll make a new channel, tell people to move again, start over from scratch until it works. I have two goals in life, okay? One of them is goals to do with, you know, my relationship, all the responsibility and planning and stuff that comes with that. Hashtag relationship goals, essentially. And the other one is making a living out of content creation and having a community around it. So I'm not about to give up on 50% of my life goals just because Google said fuck you. So here we are. New channel, new me. New channel, who this? You know, making that joke, the who this joke just now gave me an idea. In the comments, I guess, if you have any story to share about, like, finding the channel or something that happened to you that has to do with the channel or some way that something in the channel helped, feel free to share. Speaking of, that's another thing. You know, making content, I enjoy it. It's something, if I was allowed, I could make a living out, all that stuff. Whatever. But you know what's great? When I get comments saying stuff like, oh, you know, just in time, this video made my day, I'm dealing with COVID or whatever, or, you know, people talking about stuff that they've been through recently and how the video somehow helped that, because that's I don't know what the word is. That's the thing, you know. That's the best part of something like this. Because back in high school, I would spend hours each day watching YouTube. My social anxiety back in high school was over the top. It's still there, but I don't go out, so I don't really deal with it. But in high school, it was worse. Not that it wasn't like typical horror high school. Everyone was nice, everyone was trying to communicate with me and stuff. I'm not saying it was bad like that. It's just that my social anxiety was over the roof. So there was a lot of stress and stuff, as well as, just general high school things. So when I came home, watching YouTube was my escape. All the people I watch, I used to watch so much more. Like, I have to skip a lot of videos in my sub box today. I had a summer where we moved to a new house for the summers, and it was new, so it didn't have internet. I could only see things from my phone, but I couldn't afford just watching the whole thing on my phone. So what I would do is see what videos were uploaded on my sub box, make it take a piece of paper, and in the smallest font write every channel and every video they uploaded, so that I would make a whole list, so that when I return I could sit down and watch them, so I didn't miss anything. That's how bad it was, or I should say, that's how much of a nerd I was for YouTube watching, and I would still be if I had the time. So basically what I'm trying to say is all that content, all that YouTube, it was a huge escape for me, and it helped me so much during high school mostly, but also just in general. And just being able to do that same thing now, being on the other side of that and being able to do that for other people, letting them have an escape through all the shenanigans in these videos, it's fucking great, So those are the best comments to get, to be like, hey, this is how this helped. And not to sound cliche, cringe, whatever, but that makes me, getting comments like that, it makes me think hey, yeah, this is why I do it. Again, I know that sounds cringe and cliche, but what do you want from me? That's yeah. Speaking of why you do a YouTube channel, that's another thing. I mentioned things about, wanting to make a living out of it. My channel wasn't monetized, so I had to move, all that stuff. But here's the thing, especially if you are a content creator or want to be one, first of all, always have backup plan, actual education, career, and all that. That goes without saying. That's a different story. But if you go into YouTube or anything, content creation, with the goal to make money off of it, you failed. Simple as that. Yes, sure, there are a lot of people on YouTube and stuff like that are like that. There's a lot of them, but it doesn't matter. If you do that, you failed from the start. The only reason making money, making a living off of it, monetization, the only reason that's important is so you can keep doing the videos. How do I word this? Making videos shouldn't be the means for the goal of making money. Making money through videos should be the means for the goal of making more videos, if that makes sense, the only reason monetization is important is so that you can keep doing this and make a living off of it, so that eventually, hopefully, you can do it full time. And through that, you form a community of people around it. Maybe at least the people in that community, meeting and making friends. The videos themselves, like I said, have sometimes where they might help people. So having all of that around your channel, your content, and being able to keep making that content full time as your job, that's the goal. The money is just the means for that. So that's the difference. If the means are the making of videos and money is the goal, you failed. See, this is a good example of why I'm making this video, because I've had that exact thought process that I just explained for years. I'm pretty sure I've said those exact words while just thinking to myself. I can finally put it to words and have people to talk to, I can finally talk to people. That's why I'm making this video. Not just to explain the channel move, but just to talk. Speaking of talk, I guess another thing to talk would be video plans. I'm pulling out my video schedule right now. Sorry you can't see it. It's redacted, confidential. So in terms of future video plans, of course, Sea of Thieves is a thing. I'll get to Minecraft. That's a bit more complicated. It is a thing though. Subnautica multiplayer, the one session we recorded has 3 parts. One part is already up, the other 2 will be 2. Maybe by that time we'll play again. I want to play Raft with the Subnautica multiplayer group. It's a little difficult because everyone's busy these days, especially with school time starting and all that, which is fair. I have played Raft a little bit with Clover, and I think we might be playing more today actually. If it's not Minecraft, it's Raft. But those are just, us spending time together. That's not going to be any sort of video or anything. So for videos, I do want to get those guys together and play Raft. And this time, I'll actually know what I'm doing, because I already know the game now. Last time when I played Raft, I had no idea what was going on. All I did was collect resources and build chairs. In fact, that's what I did in 7 Days to Die as well. And the 4th. I do that a lot of the time. Whenever in a survival game, if I don't know what's going on, I just collect resources and build chairs. I've captured a pattern, but now I'll actually know how to play the game, so that's good. And this time I'll actually be in my computer, so it won't be choppy laptop video. Other than that, there is one session of Grounded that we recorded like a year ago or something. It was like free, the game was free over a weekend, so we decided to just try it once. I think it might be 1 or 2 videos. I need to upload that. I'll probably do it soon, probably within this month, if not the next, because the game has been updated much more. I think when we played it, the mushroom update came out recently, so it's been a while. Before it gets even more outdated, I want to put the videos out there. I don't know if we'll continue after that first session, because I think I'm the only one who actually bought the game afterwards. It was only free to play for the weekend, so we'll see. Brett and I played We Were Here at one point, like the first game, and we want to continue playing the next games as well, so that's something to come. There's a lot of videos I recorded ages ago that are just waiting to be edited because they can technically go up whenever. Another one of those is 5D chess that I played with Ender like late at night or morning in my case, when we're both sleep deprived. You can imagine how that went. That'll be up whenever I have some random free video slots. Brett and I recorded Nightfall, a game by Landfall. It was pretty fun. We might go back to that if we can get a huge number of people. That would be cool. Actually, that might be something good to do, like on the Discord server with people there or something. I don't know. Battery level low. Exchange battery. Hi, I'm back. Did you miss me? But yeah, Nightfall, we recorded that. Might be a good game to play with a bunch of like people from the Discord or something. I just got that idea. I'll put it in the idea box. What else do I have recorded? I have, from like 2 years ago, I have Goat Simulator recorded with Ender. Because there's one Goat Simulator video on the channel. We played another one, and I just never made it into a video yet, so it's just sitting there. I guess that's timeless at this point. It's already outdated whenever I put it, so it's there. Some VR games, simulator games, some dumb simulator games I find. I might play them. Lots of ideas. Garfield Kart. There's a bunch of games I wrote in the maybe section, but I'm not gonna go over them because who knows, maybe they'll never happen. Oh, also, yes, Minecraft. Actually, before I get to Minecraft, there's also games I want to stream. Fucking Elden Ring. I played it so much, and I streamed it. You can find all the streams in the Stream Mods playlist, even though they're on the new old channel, I moved them here as well. I had to stop playing Elden Ring because I was going for the UK trip a while back, and then when I came back, I just never really started again. I played like once with Pyro, and that was it. I need to get back to it. First I need to get back to like maybe a random catacomb I skipped or something, just to remember how to play the game. And then after that, I gotta get to Crumbling Farm Azula, the Halleck Tree, and the finale. I gotta do those. I have to. They really left that unfinished there. Also, I wanna stream, oh yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. Big Star Wars fan if you didn't know. And I know the story of Fallen Order already, that's why I haven't played it on the channel as a video, and it's also gonna be a huge game. It would take so much time on the channel as videos, but as a stream game, I feel like that might work. I have the game. Also, Slime Rancher 2, whenever that comes out, I think it's not out, right? That was the first game I thought, back when I wasn't streaming, when I heard of Slime Rancher 2, I was like, oh, if I stream in the future, this would be a good game to play, so that's a plan. Sea of Thieves streams, of course, Minecraft streams, like the recent ones, of course. If you know me, you know I'm a huge cat person, so I really wanted to play Stray. But also, I don't know, I heard it's a good game. It's better as a stream game than a video, I feel like. But with all these other things to do, it might just become one of those games that's like, yeah, it's a stream game. I'll stream it at some point. I mean, the hype is over anyways, so it might just be there until someday I decide to find some random stream game to play, and I'm like, oh yeah, Stray, I want to play that. Anyways, Minecraft. So, Bakecraft is coming out, as you know. The end episode came out recently. There's 5 more episodes left. 25 total. We haven't recorded the last one yet, the finale, because it is such a pain to get 11 people in the same spot, especially around these times, with everyone's schedules conflicting. And we started a modded Minecraft server using a pack that Ender made. We were gonna wait until the end of Bakecraft being recorded to start that, but we already pushed the modded server like a few months back, and Bakecraft still wasn't over, and Ender didn't want to wait anymore. So the modded server started, and we're gonna go back to Bakecraft to record the finale at some point. My voice is leaving. So because of that, I might slow down the Bakecraft uploads. to give it more time. But the modded server will be a series, I believe, based on what I've recorded after Bakecraft is done, season 2 is done. It's a lot more casual, because you know, Bakecraft, things are more planned, like, oh, today we're gonna go do this, we're gonna get everyone and go do this event. There's even like a contest style video, the penultimate one, the last one we recorded. That's not a video yet. So Bakecraft is a lot more structured like that. This server is a lot more casual. People just hop in and start playing. There's a lot of times where I do progression and I don't record because it's modded Minecraft, so all of it is just staring at menus. So there's gonna be a lot of, you know, I did some mining off screen. There's big time skips between, even people who see the modded server in streams will know that there's big time skips between each stream. Suddenly I have an OP weapon that I never recorded getting because it was just a bunch of crafting recipes, you know, things like that. I already have 2 modded Minecraft videos on the channel. They're just called Minecraft Modded. That's from the previous modded server. And they just sort of ended. Like after that first session, which those 2 videos were, there were a few sessions where I just did no content stuff. And then I stopped playing. Since this is a casual server and not structured, it'll probably be the same way. You know, you do stuff and then you run out of things that are video content and then eventually you stop playing. There's no like finale fight or whatever like in Bakecraft. Which is why I don't know if I want to call this Bakecraft Season 3, you know? It wouldn't be nice if it doesn't have an ending, it just sort of stops and that's season 3, woo, you know? Also, I feel like Bakecraft, like the main seasons of Bakecraft should be, well, on one side, like I said, more structured and has a proper ending and stuff like that, but also like Vanilla Plus, mostly, focusing on each new update that comes up. I mean, it's gonna be a while until we get, after this season is done. It's Bakecraft Season 3 will probably be a while, so there'll be a bunch of new updates to try out to the base game. So I don't know if I probably don't want to call it Season 3, this modded server, but it's also like 10 episodes or something, probably more in the future. I don't know exactly know how much, I'm just guessing. So I don't really just want to call it Minecraft Modded again, because then in the playlist you're gonna be like, well, which part is which server, you know? There's 2 episodes that's one server, and then all these other episodes are these other server. It's gonna be messy. I don't want to come up with a different name other than Bakecraft, because then I don't want to keep throwing different names in the channel and confusing people. So I might just call it Bakecraft Modded or something, and the future modded server could be Bakecraft Modded 2, like a spin-off. There's The Walking Dead, there's Fear the Walking Dead, there's Bakecraft, and there's Bakecraft Modded. Maybe. I don't know. That seems more reasonable, but tell me what you think about it, about all these other options, if you have other solutions, etc. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's the Minecraft situation. But if you want to catch modded stuff earlier, you can always catch some of the streams or the VODs that are on the channel. And I'm planning, I am building a huge base, so I might just do like chill building streams where I'm just doing nothing but building. Of course, that won't be part of it. That's another thing. They'll be part of those streams in the modded server. That's not part of videos because it's just me building stuff. There's one where I'm building storage system using Create. That's too boring to be in a video, but it's nice as a chill stream to have in the background, you know? Other than that, am I thinking of other future plans? I need to play Poppy Chapter 2, of course, soon. Something for Halloween, maybe go back to Labyrinthine, I'm thinking. I gotta ask the others. And so far, that's the current plans. I never talked about Sea of Thieves, but of course, there's so many Hold on, I'm just gonna look at it. There'll be Sea of Thieves streams as well, but let me look at the videos, the recordings, I should say. There's one Sea of Thieves recording that I'm editing right now. It's actually the first Sea of Thieves stream I did. I'm editing that into a video, which will be the next video after this. There's currently 25 pieces of recording, not counting that next video. 207 gigabytes. I clicked on details to check how long they are, and it's okay. 37 hours. It was not responding for a second. 37 hours of footage left, not including the 3 hours of footage for next video. There is so much. Also, somebody suggested to me, should I make like announcement videos on the old channel like every maybe 6 months or so, just in case there's anyone left there who's not checking the channel, just so new announcement videos, like our reminder videos, to tell them that I'm not uploading here anymore, go to this other channel. Maybe. That seems like a good idea. Like every 6 months or so, every year. Just in case anybody missed the announcement video and isn't checking the channel itself. Is there anything else to talk about? My voice is dying. You know what? I'll read my maybe list. My maybe playing list. Games that I maybe will play in the future, just like little notes I took. Superliminal, There's No Game Wrong Dimension, Tori Bash, Ori, the second game, I've seen the first. Hand Simulator Horror. I might play Portal. I haven't played the first game at all, although I know how it ends, and then I played the second game too much. Single player, I mean. Portal co-op would also be fun to do. I've only played that a tiny bit. Oh, I should add here actually. Keep talking and no one explodes. I kind of want to do that as well. But yeah, those are my maybe list, as I delete some other games that I've decided not to play. We have a Discord server, if you don't know. It's in the description, in all the descriptions. So far, there isn't too much happening there. I don't know what to do. I mean, there's a lot of time that I need to spend on like editing and videos, as well as my thesis in school and also work. So there's just a lot of time that I don't have. I need time to sit down and think about and plan and prepare like a Discord event or something, and even then I don't know what it would be. I guess my original idea of making like a Jackbox stream but only to people on the Discord, or rather Jackbox stream where people on the Discord can join, or like I said, maybe we can do something with Nightfall. I circled the name of Nightfall with my mouse cursor, not that you can see it. Maybe way in the future, if I have enough money, resources and knowledge and time, I can do like some sort of Minecraft server for the Discord. I don't know. Those are ideas. If you have any Discord event ideas, very much appreciated. By the way, if you look at the channel icon, you know, the crudely drawn face that I did for like within 5 minutes in one of my early videos, just because my face cam broke, and I decided to keep that as my logo because it's funny, I guess. The idea of drawing something random like that and suddenly it becomes your whole brand logo, that's I like that. But my point is, this shirt might seem familiar. It doesn't have the leaves in the logo, but it's fine. I like how you can't see it because it's just white shirt, because it's not so low. I have to actually like stand up for the camera to pick it up. But yeah, that's. Of course, there's the best of video coming out on the end of the year. I just want to sit down and start editing it. It's so fun to edit those, but it's not a good idea. I have so much other stuff to do that can wait until December, but why do I want to edit it? Sorry, this wasn't a super, entertaining video. It's just something that I felt like it would be good to do because I haven't really talked like this at all, and also needed to, of course, explain the channel move stuff. I still hear the fighting. What is going on? I hear a lot of yelling and door slams. This whole day I've been hearing it. You feel free to send any like game suggestions and stuff in the comments as well, or Discord. Another thing I've thought about is the cliche that a lot of people do that would probably be a good idea to do at some point. It's a Q&A video, but I feel like I want to save that until there's more people for more questions, I suppose, like a future milestone. Speaking of milestones, I mentioned this in the old channel as well. When the monetization is done, when I reach 1,000 subs, 40k hours viewed in the last 12 months, and I apply and there's no problems again, and the channel is finally monetized after all this time, I will do a 12-hour live stream. Now, recently I did a Minecraft stream that ended up stretching for 11.5 hours. I slept at 3 p.m. on that day without sleeping throughout the night and the morning. Yeah, so I don't know if I feel like that may have made the 12-hour stream kind of lose its charm. So I don't know, maybe it'll be a 24-hour live stream. I don't know if I can do that or not. 12 I can do easily. I go without eating 12 hours pretty much every night. So I can do that, but 24 might be a bit rough. Maybe 18-hour live stream, I don't know. You know what, I'll make it a minimum 12-hour live stream, and then I'll just, the rule will be 12 hours, but then I have to go as far as I can after 12 hours. Maximum 24 hours. That's the plan. Maybe. It might change. Whatever. My voice is dying. It's 5 p.m. almost. I'm gonna eat food, dinner, whatever. People are fighting. Enjoy video. Hope you did. Hopefully I do. I hope you did. You better have. Next video will be, like I said, Sea of Thieves, and then I'll probably finally get to Grounded. We'll see. And I reiterate once again, quit is no. Is that what I said? Was that the quote? No quit. Will not quit. Never. Don't quit. Be good. Eat food. Drink water. Air breathing is good too. Plant your water your plants. Sorry. Give pets to your pet. Be a gamer. Be pog. I will be back next video. I will plug my girlfriend's Twitch somewhere on the screen because I can, and you can't stop me. Either way, my voice is dying. I'm gonna go chug some honey. With that being said, see you next time. My hair, why?